Hello, I am still recovering from being sick, so we're going to be doing phone recording again today. I'm going to do separate videos for each puzzle. Today we're doing, or this video we're doing Starstruck, Easy, and Hard. So Easy is called Clockwise Growth. Let's play. All right, so this is a gimme. That region needs a star. This one needs a star. This one needs a star. And that's our final star there. This brown eliminates from the rest of its row and the two below it. Green does the same thing, eliminates from the two below it. And now red has two left, so eliminates from the rest of its row. Now, what is going to finish this? Okay. There's an interesting thing going on here. Okay, yeah, so probably the easiest thing to see. Sorry, I guess the cleanest thing to see, I should say. And I'm going to pull out my S Pen so I can hover this little tiny dot, which may or may not be helpful depending on whether you can see it. But in the column, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, column 5 here, I wish I could draw. There might be a way, but I don't know. In this fifth column, you can notice that there's two places to put a star, either in green or in red. Wherever we put that star, it will touch this yellow here. So we cannot use this yellow because it would eliminate anywhere to put a star in this column. We need a star in the column. So I might as well just keep this out. So this is not a star, and then that'll finish the rest of the puzzle here. All right. We often will see formations like that if they're in the same region, but for whatever reason, it's a little harder to see when it's in a row or a column. All right, let's do the hard. It's called border. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Let's see. So this L shape from yellow eliminates from here. Oh, gray takes out from the rest of the row. All right, I'm looking for any more like easy formations. I'm not seeing it. We have this staircase pattern is always seems to be attached to more difficult puzzles. Because it kind of gets in it purposely gets in the way of being able to line regions up appropriately because it keeps adding itself into areas. Like trying to line up rows and columns to be limited to a certain number of regions is tough when there's this staircase in the middle. So what do we want to look for here? I'm gonna look really carefully at every row, see if I can see something. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So this might be a toughie today. It feels really similar to one we solved before, but I'm sure it differs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I don't. Okay, maybe I need to use some almosts. I don't know where this is going to go, if anywhere, but for example, these right two columns are almost having to go into orange and yellow. We know one of them goes in yellow, but orange has one escape, which is this guy right here. So if we can prove that wrong, or if we can prove that we can't have it be in orange and yellow, I didn't mean to do that, I'm trying to undo. If we prove that it can't be in both orange and yellow, then we would know the star had to go there. So it's kind of a binary situation. It's just, the two legs are a bit complicated. So maybe thinking about this location here would be very helpful. Or if there's anything in common between these two lining up and placing this, that's also good logic. So unfortunately, I'm not. I mean, this does eliminate a lot from red. It eliminates all of that from red. leaving just these two. Shoot. I'm not seeing anything direct here, or indirect even. It eliminates these, leaving these two. Should eliminate its row. Otherwise, these line up. It's really just these four, or I guess this one as well. Would eliminate this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure that that's where to look. Oh, this shape left in blue does eliminate from here. Sees these two in the column, touches these two. Oh, and now gray is down to 3 places, which eliminates from here, which touches all 3. So that's something. Just got to look more carefully, maybe. Oh, yeah, so this cell here actually sees the entirety of orange, either by touching or throw or column. And now this sees what's left in yellow. So now if we were to take this one, we'd have to take this one, exactly, which would then take that one. That one, then that one, then that one. It would also force this one. Okay, so these greens aren't going to work up here. It's quite the cascade. So what I'm saying here is that, remember we had this binary situation. Either orange and yellow line up, in which case these 3 greens aren't in, as well as this gray down here. But I'm focusing on these 3 greens for a reason. So if yellow and orange are using the 2 stars in those 2 columns, then green, these 3 greens aren't in. The only other option is to put a star here. That's the only way they don't line up. And a star here now would force a star here in red. And you'll notice that uses up these 2 columns, which uses up these 2. And now gray needs that star right there. So is it just 4 regions? Is that all I'm seeing? I think that's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing 4 regions. That's actually more powerful. So for these 4 rightmost columns, see, exploring even if you don't see it right away, like exploring the puzzle can help you find the nice deduction. So I always encourage that. 4 columns. We need 4, but there's 4 regions that are exactly to the right of these 4 columns. There's the gray, there's the red, there's the orange, and there's the yellow. So if you're not those, you cannot have stars from those 4 columns. And so that's a much stronger deduction than what I was about to do. And cleaner. So I wonder what, let's see. So that means that this is not in anymore because it touches what's left of blue. I'm sure that's important. Let's see. Ooh, 4 left here. This would still require this, which would require that, and that. I mean, it feels like the solution, like something that's that powerful and doesn't break right away is often the solution. But I don't like just like, so if you're fine with just like, I just want the solution, plonking a star there and seeing what happens is a really good way to finish quickly. But I like to, these are logic puzzles. I like to find the logic behind them rather than just brute forcing them. Is there anything I can do up here? Like, okay, the top 4 rows actually. Now this is X'd, so the top 4 rows only have 4 colors. Orange, green, brown, and turquoise. Not turquoise, what do I call that? Indigo. I've just decided it's indigo, even if it's not. So brown, indigo, green, and orange are the only colors available in the top 4 rows. So those regions have to give their stars to the top 4 rows, meaning these are out. And this is where I wish I could draw normally I draw a line there so you could see it. And then people say I'm cheating for drawing lines, which is really hilarious. But I'm just trying to demonstrate what I'm showing or what I'm seeing. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, this is traditionally a puzzle done with pencil and paper. Pencils are notoriously used for drawing lines. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, so what did that do for me? There's only 3 greens left. We can get rid of that. Took me a sec to notice that. Oh, actually, green and blue are lining up. So these 2 columns have to be green and blue. And that leaves just one left in brown. We get our first star in that brown up there. Would not have guessed that. Now green and indigo are lining up, so these are out. And yeah, so this second row had to give to orange. And now that's yellow. Let's see if I ended up right. I did not end up right. That was not a star, so it would have broken at some point. All right. So my instinct was off there. Cool. Well, that's the solution. Took about 9 minutes. And how'd you do?